Hi, everybody. We are back. Welcome, welcome. So, shout out to everybody in the chat. We have, I guess, a press conference that's going to be coming up here with the Gene Hackman investigation. Sorry, y'all been running around. The sitter. So, I'm going to be in and because you already know, Baby Bunny is the CEO of this channel. All right. She is. Are you the CEO? Yes. Okay, Mama. One sec, y'all. So, we're waiting. We're waiting. Here we go. So we are waiting for this. It's said to have started at 1:30. So um, hopefully we're ready to go. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let me let everybody know that we live now. I'm sure notifications didn't go out. We have been waiting. I wonder what's going to happen at this press conference. What do you guys think is going to happen? Let me know in the chat. Everybody come through. Thank you. Thank you. Putting up those notifications out there. Ooh, everyone. We live now. Thank you. Hello again. Hello again. Hello again for those that are coming through. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate everybody. Y'all are amazing. What are you guys doing this Friday? Let me know in the chat. All right, hold up, y'all. Let's customize this. Okay, we got this going. I think everything's set up. Hi, everybody. You got your notification. Do you think they've botched? Listen, hey, Pointer Lover, I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing well. People have been saying that they botched this investigation. I'm wondering about it too, you guys. Ooh, I'm wondering about it too. Like, where do you guys stand with that? Storm, how are you, love? Ada, everybody come through. Mary Lee, thank you. I saw Wim. Shout out to you. Wim, thank you so much for gifting in the last stream. You are amazing. Thank you for supporting my channel. Who else? Linda, how are you? Sandy got her notification. I'm glad. Yo, I'm watching Down the Rabbit Hole News. Thank you. Hi, Sandra. Wim and I are celebrating that we made it first, and usually we're asleep. Belen, how are you? Stace, how are you? We're so grateful the CEO has allowed us this time with you. However long she's allowed, because I'm telling you, she's something else. So let me tell you, she's into these. I went to the Dollar Tree, and this was around her birthday, right? They sell these little like a pack of like bubble little mini bubble things, so you could just blow and it's like less mess. She's into that right now, so she's like all distracted with that. So hopefully that'll work for the next, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. I hope, until she's ready to take her nap. Sylvia, thank you so much for the Cash App, Sylvia. Yeah, definitely another one. How are you? Shout out to y'all. Thank you for your approval. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. Yes, Tico Tits is in the house. Shout out to you, love. Dee Dee, thank you, my love, for being here. Everybody, just do it, please. Thank you. Claire, how are you? We're waiting for this to start. We got 3 more minutes. So I'm probably gonna take Baby Bunny to go get another pack of like little blow bubble thingies. She likes them. They're fun. Kimmy says, just in time, logged out of work. Well, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. We're all waiting for this press conference. You said my sister started calling it auto carrot, and it stuck. Carrots, especially funny in a rabbit chat. That's funny. Yeah. Five Below is a fun story. You know, we have one Five Below where I'm at. And honestly, it's an interesting store, and it's at a very busy area. And I don't know. Yeah, that's how I feel. Hold up, y'all. I'm getting messages too. You said I slept with a guy named Justin, and his handle was right until. Oh my god. Tinkle Tits, you're too much. Happy Friday, Tinkle Tits. Manajo, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Getting text ready to drive. Well, please be careful and drive safe. I know I can't say like F this administration is a long name. Resist. I love it. But Tinkle Tits is always going to be Tinkle Tits. Oh my God, Wim, you're really making it rain. You made it rain last time. Wim got us 20 memberships, and I'm sorry, but some of the like trolls got memberships. I was so mad. I'm like, I don't understand. It's trolls that don't like us and get a membership. Thank you, Wim, for gifting. Let me put some hearts as we wait. I appreciate it. Thank you. But did y'all notice that there was a lot of, like, Wim was gifting, Dee Dee was gifting. There's a lot of people that were gifting, and a lot of trolls got the gifts. The bot lady, that bot lady went, I think, into Mexican Law Hair's chat and got yelled at over there too. Mexican Long Hair, shout out to him. He lost his shit with the bot lady. It was hilarious. I said, man, this bot lady coming over here, going over there, making everybody bad, and then she gets gifted. I cannot teach them to be here when they don't need to be. See, we don't discriminate. I just don't like the way in which yes, I will definitely make sure you block those trolls from Discord. And by the way, shout out to BJ. She just did a premiere. I was watching a little bit, and then I was like, I gotta go live to talk about this real quick. So there's some updates on that lawsuit that we definitely got to talk about, and I'm excited for. Let's go. We're waiting. Now hold up. Let me see if anybody else is also live there on this. Oh man. Okay, here we go. E-News is also on it too. Please stay tuned. I think everybody's on here waiting for this. Hey, just the tea, please. Hold up. Now let me get my little copyright thingy. Here it is. Now, do you guys like the blue? The blue is like very summery, or should we do the purple? Blue or purple? Blue or purple? What do y'all like? I love the purple. It's like my favorite color. But while we wait, blue or purple? Where do we go? Welcome, Incarnasol. Yeah, the bots love. Yes, Lima's 8 frivolous lawsuit against BJ were all denied. Yes, denied, returned, rejected. So y'all see blue, purple. All right. Why don't I do a poll? Hold up. I think it started. Oh shit. Here we go. Hold up. Nope, not yet. Hasn't started yet. Let me do a poll. Sorry, I still got my other things for my other stream. As annoying as that is. Let's vote. Blue. Choose one. Pick one. Blue or purple? Blue. Purple skies. Blue skies. I want to see what the popular vote is. Let me know. Sylvia's like, I can't do a poll. No. Poll because we can never decide poll, right? I like the blue because it's like it's like inviting of summer. You know what I mean? It's inviting. But you said purple. But the purple kind of goes with my hair too. So I kind of like it all. I like it all. Colors? What are you talking about, girl? I don't have a color. Oh, I had to sneeze. Sorry about that. It's 50-50. Don't do that to me. Hey, Kelly Copter, don't do that to me. Don't be going half and half on this poll on purpose. Let me see. Oh my God, 60 votes, and it's literally 50-50. Okay, we're breaking the tie. Y'all are trolling my chat, aren't you? Spring, not so. I know it's like spring. Spring. Blue is pretty. Okay, blue or purple? Which one are we doing? Blue or purple? You want purple? Well, I can't give you purple right now. Thank you so much, Cinco Tits. Blue is pretty, but purple is fire. All right, fine. We're going purple. Shout out to Tico Tits. Baby Bunny said, give me purple. Give me purple. It hasn't started yet. We're waiting, y'all. Bobas? Bring me the thing and I'll put the code in, mama girl. Hurry up, mama girl. Got it? Okay, but then you got to connect it back so it doesn't die. Got it? Mm-hmm. All right, wait. What's the one? Here you go, mama girl. Uh-oh, you keep dropping it. It's okay. Okay. Oh, here. Grab it. Thank you. Oh, we'll fix it. This is what we're dealing with. Here, give me your hands. Give me your hands. You gotta be careful, okay? Okay, look at. Whoa. Let's see where the bubbles go. Here they are. Look at those bubbles. You're welcome, my honey. Anyway, sorry about that. We're waiting. You said green. Don't do that. Well, thank you, Pecan Pie. How are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. Shout out to you, Pecan. Mommy, why you do that, girl? It's okay. Go play on the thing over there. Get it, girl. You think I should get a green background? She is a handful. Little Pinto, how are you? Shout out to Little Pinto. So do the blue the day and the purple in the evening. That sounds romantic, doesn't it? All right, come on, people. We're waiting. Bobas? Okay, wait. Now I gotta. You keep closing this, girl. Hold up. Here you go. Boba 2025. Colors? Well, where did you get the colors from? Is it this one right here? This app right here? Is it this one? There you go. She has like an art. There's an art app. So she's watching Boba and then the art app. She needs an app. She really does. She does too much. Welcome, Patty Cat. How are you? Oh, Ada, I'm sorry. Well, I mean, good luck on your appointment, okay? Physical therapy sounds very painful, though. Physical therapist. That just sounds so painful. Let me say that much. My mom has to get physical therapy, too, for an injury that she received many years ago, and she's still on that. We're still waiting, y'all. We're still waiting for this update. What is going on? Oh, man. Anyways. She is a handful, y'all, but she's doing good. She's good. She still has a lot of her B-roos from the week. So she's been playing with those. She loves them. They're about to like deflate pretty soon, but she likes them. You're preheating the oven to make brownies and forgot I put a pizza box in there? Just a little fire. It was exciting. Jason. Now, I've done that. Well, no, I haven't done that. I've preheated the oven and forgot that I had like maybe a pizza pan in there or two or a baking pan. That's happened to me, but never a pizza box. Never a pizza box. Anyways, do you go to physical therapy for your ACL twice a week? I'm sorry. That just sounds so painful. If you can get them bubble guns, or the little ones, yeah. I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree and take her and hopefully get some more. You know, right now they're doing their little like Easter things. So like the little bubbles, those little things are for Easter baskets. How are you, Abuses of Scientology? Shout out to you. Ooh. See, when I was in grad school, I used to be on the computer all the time. I hated it. And I was worried that I was going to get like some kind of carpal tunnel too, because I was always like typing all the time. My job was always just typing reports, court reports, different things that I had to do. It's just so tiring. You do. Ooh. We used to do that in the shore, use the oven as a cabinet. Yeah, it's sometimes, Artie, that's true. Like you use the, she's over here texting. You use the cabinet, the oven as a cabinet. People will put dishes in there. But see, like I'll forget, like I'll preheat the oven and then I'll have like, I store the pizza dish in there. Does anybody do that? Or do you guys put those separate? Like you wash, you do your dishes and then like once you clear everything out, you store your thing in there. My granddaughter put ramen in the microwave and forgot to put water in it. Oh, that's horrible. That's definitely a fire. That's definitely a fire about to happen. But anyways, we're still waiting. And I'm looking at the other channels and they haven't started as well. They're waiting too. Like Law and Crime hasn't started as well. You know, one thing my mom, this is definitely a Latino home. You know what she used to do back in the day? Let me know if you can relate to this. She used to mop with bleach. Like she would mop with bleach. So she'd have like hot water and a cup of bleach, right? Well, when I was a little girl in the middle of the night, I used to get up and like get a drink of water. there were these Batman cups. I'll never forget. It was a Batman cup from McDonald's. You know how McDonald's will give you those like cups that are recyclable, you can just wash and like reuse it. She used that for mop water, like to put the bleach and the hot water. Well, one night in the middle of the night, I was really really tired, and I went to go drink water, and I saw a cup there, and I thought I had water. I took a drink out of it, and it was bleach. I literally like that burn. Like I took a huge drink, half asleep, of bleach and water, and it burned my throat so bad, and I was puking for like 24 hours after that. Yeah. So of course, it's just a thing that people do. I don't know, it's like a Latino thing to do. You mop with bleach water, and you just leave your cup there. And I'm little, what the hell am I thinking? I know I could have died. Luckily I didn't. She had me drinking milk. I don't know what milk is supposed to do with bleach. She had me doing all kinds of things, but let me say, I can honestly say, what happened? Oh no, girl. Can we switch? Here, mama. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I can get this going. Sorry, I had to get another bubble thing. Yeah, so I had to. Hey, Jam. Hey, Jay Boopsy. How's everybody doing? Shout out to y'all. Hold up, I'm checking to see if nothing has started yet. Come on, y'all are like 30 minutes late or 15 minutes late. Yeah, so I took a big drink of bleach, and it didn't kill me, but oh, okay. So this is M71 says that bleach is an acid milk coats and will neutralize the bleach. Ah, yep. When you do home visits and it reeks of fabuloso. I like fabuloso. I like the smell of it. I think it smells amazing. Never boil an egg and forget about it. I put one to cook. Minutes later, went to pick up my daughter from school. An hour later, got home. The smell. Oh yes, burnt boiled eggs is like the most disgusting smell ever. Literally disgusting. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay, baby girl. It's disgusting. Oh, I tricked my little girl into eating hot sauce when she was 4. She's 22 now and still sneaks ghost peppers extract into my Nestle strawberry milk if she can. Oh, that sounds like that would burn. I'm telling you. Yeah, I know. Burnt eggs is like the nastiest. It's gross. Oh my god. You said good thing you didn't drink Drano Rabbit. I know, right? Yeah, but it's interesting. Like that's just I don't know. The McDonald's cups, it just I got some trauma from that. I just remember how it burned my throat when I drank the bleach, and I took a big gulp. So I can actually say that I drank bleach and lived to tell. Definitely. Now, was I ever the same after that? Probably not. Okay, come on. What is going on? They're all setting up. Yeah, nothing yet. Please stay tuned. Um, you drank a cleaner and puked bubbles? What? Really? Oh my god. Hey, Diamond Rainbow. Oh my god. Deviled eggs are really deviled eggs are amazing. Oh my god, I love deviled eggs. Wow, wow, wow. I like deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are great. Okay. The closest thing I got to a chicken nugget dropped in my coffee. Really? Huh. That's crazy. You can't move that. Jump over. Well, close your bubbles. Close your bubbles. so don't spill. Close your bubbles. Good job. I love deviled eggs. I do. Tico's like, no. You hate potato salad too, Tinkle? Well, what do you eat at a barbecue? Like, what will you eat? What about macaroni salad? Do you like that? My husband loves deviled eggs and I can't stand them. I love deviled egg. I'm sorry, that's like amazing. Hey, Universal Tea with Marie. Shout out to you. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Um, okay, I have a question. Don't they? So I heard in Whole Foods, I was watching this YouTube thing, and apparently Whole Foods you can buy. Is it oysters for 12 oysters for $12? It's like $1 per oyster or something like that. Is that true? I live near a Whole Foods and I would love to go buy some oysters, but are they good? Like, what do you guys think? Anybody try that? Oysters for $1? $1, like you have to buy 12 total. You don't like oysters? Oysters are great. Y'all don't like seafood? Oh my god, you love devil's eggs are freaking amazing. Wait, you said that they're snot? You said devil's eggs is about to be rich people food. You know what? You're right. Wait. The way that these eggs are costing, I'm telling you, devil's eggs is about to be rich people food. That you are not lying about that. You're about to, if $20 for a freaking thing of 12 eggs, just imagine what devil's eggs is going to be like the caviar. It'd be like the caviar. The way things are going, I'm telling you, man. Slimy snails remind me of oysters. See, I can't eat no snails, but oysters. Sorry, I got to blow some bubbles for her. Um, you can barely. Yeah, ground beef is definitely expensive now. I've been in the mood for oysters too. But did you guys know that at Whole Foods you can buy oysters for like 12 for $12 or something like that? So I definitely want to try it. Backyard hen fun. Well, you gonna make me? I'm gonna make some deviled eggs with the backyard hens. Do you know what? I was telling my family that I wanted us to get a chicken coop. I'm not lying. I really and I was checking in my area. You know how you have to check with the city and stuff, just to follow. I can buy a chicken coop and get some chickens. Yes, I can. So I might do that. I might get a little, especially in the summer, get a little chicken coop. What do you think? You say you never eat an oyster? When I was at a chef at Universal Studios, we used to bake, steam everything, and hold up. What did you say, Sylvia? Everything with those damn things look like snot. Tinkletons, thank you for the $4.99 for the um hen hen fun. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Have you ever tried steamed oysters there? Delicious. No, I haven't. But I'm tempted. I'm gonna go get a bag and I'll let you guys know if it's really $12. But yeah, I've been thinking about that too. Really? Yeah, just get a chicken coop at this point. So some companies will give you the stuff to do it and pay you to raise them. Really, only Anji, that might be a side hustle. I might become. There was this one. Oh man, hold up. While we wait, there's a chicken. I saw this posted somewhere. It's like a meme with like Louis Vuitton and heels and just doing the most because they're so expensive. Was it this one? Oh my god, I can't remember. I'm gonna have to pull it. Hold up. These chickens, that's how much they're costing. Oh, here we go. All right, hold up. Where's the sound? Oh, hold up, y'all. Let me make sure my sound is right on this end. Sound. Sound. Okay. I don't think they have the sound set up on their end. All right. I think we're about to get started. Make sure. Okay. Give me 1 sec, guys. Sure. I want to make sure everything's set up on my end. Hold up, y'all. I don't think they have a sound yet. This guy's taking photographs of the people in the press conference, or is he just fixing his camera? No sound. Oh, they don't have the sound set up yet. Okay, good. Mic check 1 2 1 2. This guy right here. I want a camera like that for streaming. I have like one of those Logitech cameras, which has been pretty good for me actually. This girl loves bubbles. My grandson graduates this year and he was never taught cursive. I feel like I know cursive, but I kind of like forgot to use it, honestly. Yeah, we're still checking on the mic and I'm checking on Law and Crime. Law and Crime doesn't even have it up. So we're the first to have it up here on this other channel. So that's good. We're waiting, y'all. We're waiting. I wonder what they're going to say, guys. I do wonder what they're going to say. Yay, Kim. What did you miss? We just got started. Okay, yeah, recommend me anything. Tinkle, 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 tinkle. Shout out to you. Thank you. Rabbit is on it. Yeah, we're on it. We're waiting. Law and Crime isn't even on it yet. Wim, you know cursive? I feel like I had to retrain myself how to do cursive. I like cursive, but I can't tell you that I'm like I have to teach myself. And then when you start writing in cursive and all you do is cursive, that's all you do for a while. I like cursive. And I feel like my writing's pretty eligible. Really, my son had cursive taught for 2 weeks. 3rd grade, he's a senior in college now. Does he still know how to do it, Artie? Shout out to you, Artie. I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing well. Not cursive? Cursing? Are you talking about cursive? I'm talking about cursive because I heard somebody say cursive. I only write in cursive. Can we talk about cursive and not cursing? I read. See, y'all, I'm telling you, I be flipping the words sometimes. I don't know, man. I'm glad you're doing well. See, your daughter's learning cursive, not cursing. I saw cursive earlier. You guys are trolling me. Hit the like button. If at least if you're going to troll me, hit the like button. You said I only curse in cursive. Way to keep something going. Y'all are horrible. Thank you, Shelly. Shout out to you. She says, I only curse in cursive. Oh my God. Well, damn. I curse enough for the both of us. That's right. Thank you, Pointer Lover. Tell them to hit that like button. I'm on the struggle bus today. I'm telling you. Oh my God. Sylvia says, when I was object, my dad tricked me into eating wasabi and he said it was green tea ice cream. Till this day, I do not eat wasabi. Oh, I'm so sorry. See, wasabi is one of those like it just stays with you for a while. Oh my God. Dad was wrong for that. You know, what my parents did this to my siblings. For them to stop taking the bottle, they would rub a jalapeno on the bottle on the nipple. So every time like my sibling would try to take the bottle, they would be crying because it was so spicy. They'd get like that was the way to make your kids stop bottle feeding. I only eat wasabi in cursive. Is the sound on? The other place isn't even started yet. Hold up now. Let me mute myself. You said all aboard the struggle bus. Yeah, welcome to the struggle bus. Sylvia, thank you again for the $4.99. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing. I would make this mistake. I would think that like if you look at wasabi and avocado, they kind of look the same too. I don't like the smell of wasabi. I don't, and I can't. I like spicy things, but wasabi, nah. I must have misread the word cursive and cursing. Wim, why are you laughing at me, Wim? Shout out to you. Wim, do you curse in cursive too? Let me know. Let me know. They did stop teaching the kids cursive, which sucks because I think cursive is a good it's nice. But I'm be honest with you, I wasn't the greatest. It does clear your sinuses, you're right. Yep. Yep. Very true. Um let's see. Oh, are people mad while we wait? Oh, are people mad? I guess people that's the thing about some people. It's like they can dish it, but they can't take it. Like, what is it? What is it? What is it? I love it. I don't got time for that. I love it. That's what I got for my last slide. For those that were here, people can dish it, but they can't take. People can dish it, but they can't take. Oh my goodness. I don't get it. Most wasabis is horseradish. I don't like horseradish. Mm-mm. You love wasabi? Hey, Mace. I sometimes have a meal just to have some. Oh, what is that? Did y'all hear that? Let me know. Did you guys hear that, or is it just me? It was like a sound thing that was. Oh, it's like on their end. Huh. It's their sound. I don't think their sound is working well, guys. Oh, now it's working. Do you guys hear sound? Let me know. That's on their end. Do you guys hear the sound? I hear it. No sound? Do you hear it now? Do you hear it now? Okay. No sound. Okay. No sound.
And we have Dr. Aaron Phipps with the New Mexico State Veterinarian with the New Mexico Department of Health. That's ERINPHIPPS.
No?
And they'll be out shortly. Thank you. That's ERINPHIPPS. And they'll be out shortly.
Do you hear it now? Okay. Y'all heard it now. Okay, perfect. We got sound. We're going to wait. But you guys don't hear this one here, right? You don't hear the sound here on this screen? This is the screen I was using. Do you hear this sound? Rabbit is trolling us now. No, okay, so it's working here, but not here. All right, well, I guess we'll close that. So we hear it here. All right, as long as you guys hear it here. We're hearing it at least somewhere. It's on their end. There's something going on with their sound. Do you still hear the lady talking? Let me know. Oh, snap. Oh, snap, mama. Snap. Snap. Not a snack. Oh, snap. Can you say, oh, snap? Oh, no, another one. Y'all hear this sound in the background. Okay.
Absolutely. A lot of unanswered questions.
Ooh,
We hope that this press conference will unveil the big mystery. What happened to Gene Hackman, his wife Betsy Arawaka, and their dog? Right now, we're going to hear from investigators from not only the sheriff's office, the medical investigator's office, and the fire department. As you can see behind me, you have Sheriff Adon there walking out, about to take the podium. It's been 9 days since those bodies have been found in their Santa Fe home, the couple. And I'm going to step out of the way so we can listen to the sheriff as he gets underway here with this press conference.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sheriff Adon Mendoza, Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office. With me today is Dr. Heather Jarrell, Chief Medical Investigator for the New Mexico Office of the Medical Investigator, Dr. Aaron Phipps, New Mexico State Public Health Veterinarian, New Mexico Department of Health, and also Chief Brian Moya, Santa Fe City Fire Department. This investigation started on February 26th with the discovery of Mr. Hackman and Miss Arawaka and their dog at their residence. I just want to do a short recap and then touch on some new information. As we know, both individuals tested negative for carbon monoxide. City Fire conducted tests and deemed scene safe for deputies to conduct their investigation. The preliminary pacemaker interrogation results were released last week, and I'll let Dr. Jarrell touch more specifically on those results. The gas company New Mexico, they also did an analysis of the residence, and they found one minor leak in a single burner on the kitchen stove, which was 0.33% of room air, which was pretty minute and insignificant. Since that time, Xena, the deceased dog, has been taken for necropsy at the Veterinary Diagnostic Services, and we'll be awaiting those results. Let's speak a little bit in reference to the timeline for Betsy Arawaka. We know from our investigation that on February 9th, 2025, she picked up Xena from Gruta Veterinary Hospital. There was a procedure that was done with the dog, which may explain why the dog was in a crate at the residence. Let's move on to February 11th, 2025. Mrs. Arawaka had an email conversation with her massage therapist at about 11:21 a.m. Moving on into the afternoon, Ms. Arawaka was at the Sprouts Farmers Market between 3:30 and 4:15 p.m. Ms. Arawaka was seen on surveillance video at the CVS pharmacy in Santa Fe from 4:12 to 4:20 p.m. She then stopped at a local pet food store at about 4:54 p.m. Her car was seen on surveillance, and the remote control clicker that is assigned to her and her vehicle was used to enter the subdivision to gain access to the gated community at 5:15 p.m. Numerous emails were unopened on her computer on February 11th. There was no additional outgoing communication from her or known activity after February 11th, 2025. The cell phone information and the cell phone data is pending. We're working with state police to get the information from those phones, but our investigation shows that all the last known communication and activity from Ms. Arakawa was on February 11th. I'm going to go ahead and turn over the podium to Dr. Gerald. I would ask that everybody refrain from asking questions until everybody has provided their statements. I'll step up to the podium, and then we'll go ahead and field questions from the media. Thank you.
Whoa. So February 11th? Okay.
Good afternoon, and thank you for being here. I'm Dr. Heather Gerald, the Chief Medical Examiner for New Mexico at the Office of the Medical Investigator. I'd like to begin by stating that it is unprecedented for the Office of the Medical Investigator to make public statements about death investigations. However, the circumstances surrounding these two deaths require accurate dissemination of important information. I've also spoken with the Hackman family prior to this conference, who are aware of the autopsy findings and conclusions and are aware of this conference. On Thursday, February 27th, I performed an autopsy on Mr. Gene Hackman. Medical examiner Dr. Daniel Gallego at the Office of the Medical Investigator performed a full autopsy on Miss Betsy Arawaka Hackman, also on Thursday, February 27th. By report, Miss Arakawa Hackman's legal name is Betsy Hackman, which is how she will be referred to hereafter. The cause of death for Miss Betsy Hackman, aged 65 years, is hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. The manner of death is natural. Autopsy examination and full body postmortem CT demonstrated no findings of trauma internally or externally, with microscopic findings consistent with hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. Laboratory testing was positive for hantavirus at a clinical lab, with required confirmation testing positive at Scientific Laboratories Division. Testing for COVID-19, influenza, and other common respiratory viruses was negative. Testing for carbon monoxide was negative. There were no other significant natural disease findings. Pills present on scene were thyroid medication, which were being taken as prescribed and is not currently a concern for a contributory cause of death. The cause of death for Mr. Gene Hackman, aged 95 years, is hypertensive and atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, with Alzheimer's disease as a significant contributory factor. Autopsy examination and a full body postmortem CT examination demonstrated no acute findings of internal or external trauma and showed severe heart disease, including multiple surgical procedures involving the heart, evidence of prior heart attacks, and severe changes of the kidneys due to chronic high blood pressure. Examination of the brain showed advanced Alzheimer's disease, as well as blood vessel changes in the brain secondary to chronic high blood pressure. Laboratory testing performed at Scientific Laboratories Division was negative for COVID-19, influenza, and other common respiratory viruses. Testing for hantavirus was negative. Testing for carbon monoxide was negative. Additionally, there were no autopsy findings concerning for hantavirus infection. I have been asked when death occurred for these individuals. There is no reliable scientific method to accurately determine the exact time or date of death. Mr. Hackman's initial pacemaker data revealed cardiac activity on February 17th, with subsequent pacemaker interrogation demonstrating an abnormal rhythm of atrial fibrillation on February 18th, which was the last record of heart activity. Based on this information, it is reasonable to conclude that Mr. Hackman probably died around February 18th. Based on the circumstances, it is reasonable to conclude that Ms. Hackman passed away first, with February 11th being the last time that she was known to be alive. Lastly, clinically, hantavirus infection is characterized by flu-like symptoms consisting of fever, muscle aches, cough, sometimes vomiting and diarrhea that can progress to shortness of breath and cardiac or heart failure and lung failure. This occurs after a 1 to 8 week exposure to excrement from a primarily particular mouse species that carries hantavirus. The mortality of hantavirus, the mortality rate of the hantavirus strain in the Southwest is about 38 to 50%. The hantavirus strains in the United States are not transmissible from person to person. And so this is an appropriate time to segue to Dr. Aaron Phipps, the state public health veterinarian with the New Mexico Department of Health. But before I do so, I'd like to kindly ask for everyone to please respect the privacy that Mr. Gene Hackman, Miss Betsy Hackman, and their family and friends deserve. Thank you.
I did not see Alzheimer's being reported before till now.
Thank you, Dr. Gerald. I will now provide additional information about hantaviruses in New Mexico. There are many different types of hantaviruses found worldwide. These viruses are zoonotic, meaning they are transmitted from animals to humans. Hantaviruses are carried by rodents. The hantavirus found in New Mexico, the Sin Nombre virus, is found primarily in deer mice, but in other rodents as well. Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome is a rare disease caused by hantaviruses, but a small number of human infections are found every year in New Mexico. Over the past 5 years, New Mexico has confirmed between 1 and 7 hantavirus infections in humans each year. Through the end of 2024, we have identified 136 infections over the past 50 years in New Mexico residents, 5 of these in Santa Fe County. This is a serious disease. 42% of these infections here in New Mexico were fatal. Most transmission occurs around the patient's residence or workplace, and the New Mexico Department of Health typically conducts an environmental investigation at the residence of all hantavirus cases in our jurisdiction. This can help identify specific areas that may pose higher risk, providing insight into where transmission may have occurred and how to prevent future infections. On March 5th, the New Mexico Department of Health staff conducted a risk assessment of the property, including the main residence, as well as other structures on the property. This was critically important to address concerns about health risks to first responders, as well as to inform any prevention measures needed to protect the family and other individuals entering the property in the future. We assessed the risk of exposure in the primary residence as low, similar to other well-maintained houses in New Mexico. We did identify signs of rodent entry in other structures on the property and provided information and resources about reducing the risk of hantavirus transmission related to those areas. Hantavirus can be transmitted to people through rodent urine, droppings, or saliva, so it is important to take special steps when cleaning up after rodents. Avoiding contact with or breathing in aerosolized rodent urine or feces, especially in a poorly ventilated area, is key. Detailed guidance can be found on the New Mexico Department of Health and the CDC websites, but I will provide a very brief summary now. It is important to use gloves and a well-fitting N95 mask when around or cleaning rodent-infested areas, and to open any windows or doors for at least 30 minutes beforehand to increase ventilation. Spray the area thoroughly with a 10% bleach solution or a commercial disinfectant. Let it sit for 5 minutes. Next, clean the area with paper towels, then throw them away in a covered garbage can that is regularly emptied.
I didn't even know
Before
this was a
removing
thing.
gloves, wash your gloved hands with soap and water or with a disinfectant, and then after removing gloves, wash your hands again with soap and water. It's important to never sweep up or vacuum mouse droppings, since this can spread particles up into the air. Since hantavirus is found throughout New Mexico, awareness of these risks and how to reduce them is important for all New Mexicans. The New Mexico Department of Health extends our deepest condolences to the families and friends during this difficult time. Thank you.
Hold up.
Thank you. I think that'll conclude the
man.
statements for today. We will go ahead and take questions. I ask that there be one question per agency, and please state who you're directing the question to, as there's several individuals here at this conference. Sir.
Sheriff, just to clarify the timeline here, does this mean Gene Hackman was likely home with his deceased wife for a week before he passed away himself?
Yes, I would assume that is the case.
Do you believe, given his Alzheimer's status, that Mr. Hackman was able to live on his own and survive for those 7 days?
I think that's more a question, maybe for Dr. Durrell.
Just to repeat so that everyone can hear, the question was, do we believe that Mr. Hackman was able to live on his own and survive? The answer to that question is that Mr. Hackman showed evidence of advanced Alzheimer's disease. I'm not aware of what his normal daily functioning capability was. He was in a very poor state of health. He had significant heart disease, and I think ultimately that is what resulted in his death. I was able to look at fluid to determine if he was dehydrated, and I did not see evidence of dehydration. I did see evidence of very poor kidney function, and I think he died as a result of his heart disease and with Alzheimer's being that contributing factor.
What about starvation?
The question was, what about starvation? So there was no food in his stomach, which means he had not eaten recently, but he had also no evidence of dehydration.
So based on your understanding of the progression of the Alzheimer's, do you believe that he was possibly not aware that his wife had died or didn't know what to do in that situation?
It's difficult to answer. The question was he aware that Ms. Hackman had died? And I think that question is difficult to answer, but I can tell you that he was in an advanced state of Alzheimer's, and it's quite possible that he was not aware that she was deceased.
This is for the sheriff. Considering the circumstances under which Mr. Hackman was found in the mudroom with his walking cane and sunglasses by him, do you think there is a possibility that he was trying to get help for his wife?
That's hard to answer. Again, it's hard to get into the frame of mind of what was happening at the time. And I don't know if we'll ever have the answer to that question, whether he was going to go for help or he wasn't. Sir.
Sheriff, are there any other big questions that you're trying to answer? I mean, does this answer the biggest questions you had about their death in this case? Is there anything else that you're really seeking?
Yeah, so the question is there any other big questions that are left? I think a lot of questions were answered here today. I think there was, Dr. Durrell went over the cause of death, and I think a lot of those questions are answered. I think the timeline that we've been given as far as the pacemaker results and the history and evidence that we found as far as the timeline of Miss Arakawa, I think a lot of the questions have been answered. We are waiting on the cell phones, but I would very unlikely that the cell phones are going to or show anything else. Another question?
Sheriff, are there any signs of, like, what have you learned about Mr. Hackman's communication after February 11th? Did you talk to any friends of his who had spoken with him during that week-long period, or know anything about what he was doing?
So the question is whether there was any communication from Mr. Hackman or activity, and no, at this point, no. I don't know if he used cell phones or technology or emails. There's no indication of that. So right now there is no activity from Mr. Hackman.
Sheriff, do you know if his pacemaker was connected to some sort of monitoring service? Was anyone tipped off that something was wrong?
The question was his pacemaker connected to a monitoring service? The answer to that is that his physician, one of his physicians, had contacted me and told me that they could see the data from the 17th, but that to really get the most information from that would come from the interrogation of the pacemaker. And that's as much as I can answer, not being a cardiologist.
But they didn't say whether or not they were monitoring, or was his pacemaker equipped to send back data in exact time so that someone could say, hey, something's not right.
I can't answer that question. I'm sorry.
Sure. Sheriff.
Sir.
Was there any footage that came from the body cam from the house?
I'm sorry, what was
there any footage or anything that you can see from, like, body cam footage from the house? Any
Are you talking about the body cams that the investigator, the responding personnel were wearing?
Video, is there any video?
No, so there was no outside surveillance or interior surveillance that we are aware of in the residence. So there was nothing to show the activity inside or outside the residence, and not at this time, no.
So, Dr. Jarrell, you mentioned that one of the symptoms of hantavirus is shortness of breath. We learned before that Betsy Hackman was laying on the floor when she was found. What kind of medical episode would she have had to cause her to fall and not be able to aspirate?
The question was regarding shortness of breath with hantavirus, and what kind of medical episode would we expect from somebody found on the floor. And I think to be able to answer that question fairly, it can go back to hantavirus infection, which initiates with what's called a prodromal phase. That's initially flu-like symptoms, where a person has fever and muscle aches, that they don't feel well. After, of course, being exposed to rodent excrement. And that phase can last roughly 3 to 6 days. And then they can transition to that pulmonary phase where they have fluid in their lungs and around their lungs. And at that point, a person can die very quickly, within 24 to 48 hours, roughly speaking, without medical treatment. It's not uncommon to find someone down on the floor as part of a terminal collapse, so to speak, and that may very well have been what happened to Ms. Hackman.
You're estimating her time of death on the 11th, or is it possible that she collapsed and was alive for a couple of days?
It's hard to say. I don't think she was on the floor alive for a couple of days. I think that she went through that time period, and I don't know when she began to feel ill. And those are just things that I don't know that I'm ever going to have the answers to. But I think, and going back to that initial time period, roughly 3 to 6 days of feeling ill and then succumbing pretty quickly after fluid begins to build up in the lungs.
Oh, man.
Is it fair to assume that the dog died from dehydration or starvation?
I don't think we know the answer to that. However, given the timelines presented, it is a possibility.
Is it possible the dog had the hantavirus?
Dogs do not get sick from hantavirus.
Sure.
So they caught it from mice. She caught it from mice, right?
What was
The question was if we knew on Betsy's visit to the pharmacy if there was some medication or if she consulted with a pharmacist. We don't have that information, and I'm not sure that we can get that information due to HIPAA laws, but we don't have that information right now. Sir. At this point, there's no indication that there was a caretaker at the home.
Sure. With the footage that you saw of Betsy on February 11th, was there any indication that she was feeling shortness of breath or having trouble moving around when she was running these errands?
You know, we can analyze the video a little more, but it's going to be hard to tell. She was walking around, she was shopping, she was visiting stores, but my detectives didn't indicate that there was any problem with her or struggle of her getting around. So, and I believe she had a mask on also, so I'll have to confirm that, but yeah, that there wasn't any indication of that. Sasha?
Sheriff, this might be for you or Chief Moya. I don't know who could better answer it, but when was the last time you guys dealt with a hantavirus case in Santa Fe County or responded to one?
Yeah, the question was last time the city of Santa Fe or the county dealt with a hantavirus case. I think we're gonna have to look into that. I'll get back to you. I would have to do some data before we can pull that.
Have you had any communication with the CDC? Is there a concern about a bigger public health issue here when it comes to hantavirus?
The CDC is aware of this case. Hantavirus is a notifiable condition nationally. All hantavirus cases are notified to them. This is not an unusual case. We get cases every year, unfortunately. So we're not seeing any indications of any abnormal or unusual patterns.
We'll go ahead and take two more questions, and then we'll wrap this up. Is there anybody that hasn't asked a question yet?
Sure.
Sir.
Do we know, did Betsy communicate to anyone, family, friends, that she was feeling ill? Did she make anyone aware?
Again, we're going through some of the communications, and I think the cell phones may have some indications of that prior to the 11th. But as of this moment, I don't have any information that she was indicating that she was feeling ill during any communication. One more question.
Since there's no sense that this is criminal in nature, are you closing this investigation? Are you still going to be releasing body camera footage from the deputies that entered the house? What happens next?
So we will deal with IPRA requests as necessary. If there's body camera or any request for public information, we will be releasing that because of the law. But yeah. We consider this an open investigation until we close the loopholes of the cell phones, until we finish out the necropsy results of the canine, and other loose ends that we need to tie up. But you know, I think we're pretty close to the timeline and with the information that Dr. Jarrell provided.
One question on the heart disease: is it fair to describe this as a heart attack, or is it not? Is that not an accurate term for the heart disease that he suffered?
The question was, is it fair to conclude that Mr. Hackman died from a heart attack? And the answer to that is that it's a little bit difficult to say. I saw no microscopic evidence of a recent heart attack. However, those changes can also take some time to develop, several hours to develop so that I can see it under the microscope. He could have had an abnormal heart rhythm. We already know that he was in atrial fibrillation on the 18th, and that could have evolved into a more terminal heart rhythm.
Is heart failure an okay way to describe it? We use that terminology.
The question was, did Mr. Hackman have heart failure? Oftentimes we see fluid around the lungs and heart failure and congestion of the liver. I did not see that in his case. But he had very poor heart or very extensive heart disease. And so he would have been predisposed to abnormal heart rhythms, and hence he had a pacemaker as well.
Thank you, everybody. That'll conclude the press conference for today. Thank you, everybody.
Wow. Well, we didn't know that he was suffering from Alzheimer's. That's a first for Gene. So this is what I understand what happened. The dog was seen by the vet, the dog that passed away in the crate. So he had like some medical stuff going on. The dog did. And Betsy had this okay, mama. We gotta go get some. Okay, can you give me 1 minute? All right. Betsy had, I guess, got this hantavirus, which is passed on by mice droppings. And what's interesting is that there was the pest control folks that were at the property who contacted security, right? So they definitely had mice, that this was a problem. So it sounds like Betsy died first, because that was the question that we were asking. It sounds like Betsy died first, and Gene, with this, Alzheimer's and all these conditions, he kind of didn't know how to take care of himself, didn't know to call 911 or anything like that. He just also died. So you have a situation where both of these deaths are being ruled as natural causes, right? At this point. Betsy was probably not feeling like she probably didn't even know she had this. She was probably walking around. It's almost like walking, what's the word? Like walking pneumonia, where sometimes it's like, you're sick, but you're not, like, you don't know enough. So, and I started looking into this because I've never heard of the hantavirus. So this is a family of viruses that can cause serious illnesses and death. And it's linked to pulmonary syndrome, pulmonary syndrome, and hemorrhagic fever and renal syndrome. Y'all, I'm not a doctor, so I don't even know how I'm reading this, but I'm reading it. So the hantavirus can infect and cause serious disease in people worldwide. People get hantavirus from contact with rodents, mice, rats, especially when exposed to their urine, droppings, and saliva. It can also spread through a bite or a scratch by a rodent, but it is rare. So they had probably some rodents in there because they did have pest control, right? Maybe that was a thing. And they're also, like Sylvia was saying, they're in the desert. So you're going to have a lot of these like rodents that come there, right? Like maybe the symptoms were very like mild. But Jean did not die of this virus. So she died first, which I guess would make sense, right? She dies first. And Gene, being 95 years old, right? Like a lot older, definitely needed somebody to keep an eye on him. And with this advanced Alzheimer's, as well as the heart failure and all this other stuff, like he probably didn't even know how to deal with this or anything like that. So yeah, they both died. And it sounds like she might have, they're not giving an exact date of death, right? Right, Jay Boopsy, like they needed help, but they're not giving an exact date of death. Like they said the last time they noticed activity on her devices was February 11th, and his pacemaker stopped working on February 17th, which would have been President's Day. So when people say that they were found, at least she was mummified, she was probably dead there a couple days, and Gene did not know, like he's older, he didn't know what to do. That's what happened. Very sad situation. And then the dog, likely starved to death in the little crate. This is sad overall. Right. Alone, nobody checking on you, and the kids didn't check on them. Like, you guys check on your loved ones. I know that sometimes, we may not always have the best relationship with our parents, but you just never know, man. You never know. Of course, if you have a reason, that's up to you. But I'm saying, like, check on your loved ones because you never know. A maintenance worker was at the home for pest control, which is the one that called security because I guess they saw Betsy through the window, which was a very weird situation. So, what do y'all think? What do you guys think? What a tragic end. Absolutely. I mean, they both died. That makes sense. And I mean, yeah, mama. You ready to go? You want some? All right. That's my thought on that. First of all, shout out to y'all. Thank you for joining me. You didn't have to join me for this live stream, but you were here. I wasn't sure how active I was going to be here because I got baby bunny and I don't have a sitter right now. So we got to go eat something. Are we ready to eat? What are we eating? Oh, you want some? Okay. And she needs a nap too. But y'all are amazing. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, this is a sad situation overall. I know, Gamer, the boss is speaking. She said, get out. Done. Yes. And Artie, the guy said there was a a forensic person who said that a dog without hair, without food or water is like, it will only last a week. So just 3 to 6 days, which would be a good estimation of this. I appreciate you guys coming over here. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you guys on the next one, because I got to go tend to that child over there. Is she going to come and get me? I'll see you guys. Thank you for joining me. And shout out to Wim, Tinkle, and Sylvia for supporting my channel. Thank you guys. And Sylvia, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you guys. Have a great one. Bye, guys.